Okay, what if I told you that you could start a brand new side hustle like tonight, using AI with absolutely zero experience needed? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down a method that promises to do exactly that. So let's just dive right in. So get this, the big claim we're digging into is that this is a side hustle you can start right now that has the potential to pay up to 200 bucks a day. I know, it sounds a little too good to be true, right? But the actual method is surprisingly simple. And here it is, the absolute best part. The amount of cash you need to get this thing off the ground, zero. A big, fat nothing. This is totally risk-free. You're not investing money, just a little bit of your time to see if it's a fit for you. So let's break down how this whole zero investment thing actually works. We're going to get into exactly what the skill is, why anyone would even pay for it, and how you can turn it into real, actual income using tools that are, you guessed it, completely free. You know, at its heart, the idea here could not be any simpler. You're not trying to invent some complicated software or order products from overseas. Nope. You're basically just a creator using these incredibly powerful and free AI tools to make a digital thing that people are already searching for and buying right now. So, what is this magical digital product? Let's get specific. We're talking about a really hot and in-demand niche, creating and selling high-quality AI image prompts. Okay, so what in the world is an AI image prompt? Well, it's not just a couple of words. Think of it more like a really detailed recipe for a chef. It's that specific text-based instruction that tells an AI exactly what to create so you get a stunning, specific piece of art instead of, something weird and generic. The prompt is everything. And that right there is why this is so valuable. Just think about it for a second. Millions of people want to create these jaw-dropping AI images, right? For their social media, for their small business, or just for fun. But they don't have a clue how to write the detailed prompts to get those results. So you're not selling the art itself. You're selling the secret recipe that lets them create unlimited, amazing art. All right, so you're probably wondering, how do I actually make one of these valuable prompts? Well, it all comes down to a super simple, repeatable process that uses, a few free tools. Let's walk through your new creation workflow. It's really just a simple three-step process: generate, refine, and validate. That's it. First, you brainstorm a basic idea. Second, you use some simple tools to add all the juicy details. And third, you test it to make sure it gives you awesome results every single time. See? So easy. Okay, step one is generate. For this, you just need a free AI image generator. Think of it like your creative sandbox. You just play around, test out some simple ideas, and see what looks cool and has some potential. Step two, refine. Now this is the secret sauce. This is where the magic happens. You'll use free tools like an online thesaurus or a text rewriter to add all of those descriptive words, artistic styles, camera details, and lighting effects. This is what transforms a basic idea into a premium prompt that someone will actually pay for. And finally, step three, validate. You take your new and improved, super detailed prompt and you run it back through that same image generator. If it spits out a gorgeous image consistently, boom, you've just created your very first digital product. And this right here shows you exactly what I'm talking about. The before is a cat sitting on a roof. Yeah, it gets you a cat. But the after, that's a work of art. And that's what you're selling. You're selling that text on the right that you created for free. So this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually get started? Let's make it real. Here is a simple 7-day launch plan designed to take you from absolutely nothing to your very first potential sale. Let's start right at the beginning. Square one. What is the absolute first thing you need to do to get this whole thing rolling? Look at this timeline. Day one is just setting stuff up, signing up for a couple of free accounts. That's it. Days 2 and 3, you just practice that 3-step process we talked about and build up a small library of, say, 10 really good prompts. By day 4, you're actually creating your listings. Day 5 is for a little research to make your listings even better. And then days 6 and 7 are just about being consistent. It's a totally manageable step-by-step plan. Okay, so you follow the plan, you make your first few sales, and you've proved that this actually works. What's next? Well, this doesn't have to stay a tiny side hustle forever. There are some really simple ways to scale this thing up. Yeah, there are a bunch of ways to grow this. You could bundle your prompts into cool themes, like a fantasy landscapes pack or sci-fi character bundle. Or you could offer a premium service where you write custom prompts for people. Down the line, you could even build your own little online store or start selling the amazing images themselves on stock photo sites. Each of these is a new way to make more money. So everything we've talked about, it all boils down to this moment right now. The cost to get in is zero, the tools are all free, the plan is laid out right in front of you. Your very first step, just creating a free account and playing with one single prompt, can literally start tonight. So the only real question left is, are you ready to give it a try?